In short, I couldn't be more proud of our kids. We weren't always right. We didn't always make the play. But that's a group of men in there that went to battle for each other against a good football team today. And we came up short. Credit to Central Florida, Coach O'Leary, their program and coaching staff and players. But I'm awfully proud to be the coach of that group of young men in that locker room.
Would it be an understatement to say you're upset with some of the way things went late in the game?
Yeah. Well, the officiating is what it is. I'm upset we didn't win the game. We didn't make enough plays to win the ball game. It's nobody else's fault. We're not going to point fingers or put blame on anybody other than ourselves. We've got to do a better job. So if you ask me if I'm upset that we didn't win, absolutely. And I'm upset for our kids. But I don't, we're not, it's on us. We've got to do a better job.
Can you take us through the halfback pass that was deflected and picked?
Well, yeah, we've ran it last year. It's an awkward situation there. We had the guy open, and we just didn't get the ball out. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. He was open early, and the ball was a little late. And that's the way it goes. Coach,
can you talk about the fourth and 10 where you guys faked the punt and ended up getting in and ended up scoring on that drive?
Yeah, I was. We've been working on that one for a while, and we got a good look and felt like the timing was right, and the kids did a really good job executing it, and made a big play in the kicking game for us.
Have you been a part of a game like that in a while?
What do you mean?
The finish, the way it quickly swung.
No, I mean, no, never want no.
Was there any more significance as being the first American athletic conference game? Any more emphasis on this game versus others? No,
we wanted to play well because we're playing at home. We're trying to establish an identity of playing at home, and we're playing a very good program. That was plenty enough emphasis for us. I mean, in addition, obviously it was the first conference game, but the big thing was we're playing a really good team in our home stadium, and wanted to get the victory.
Obviously it's hard to swallow something like that, but how important is it to get your players to forget about this and move on to next week?
Well, we can't let this linger. You can't let a team beat you twice. You gotta. It's life. You learn a lot of great lessons in this sport, and life isn't always easy. So.
Talk about UCF as a team that you want to be, and yet you went 4 quarters with them. Toughness, all the things that you want to be. And disappointing in terms of addressing that, in terms of learning a lot about where you are. Not that you're there.
Right. Well, and that's what I told the team afterwards. I said, I'm so proud of you guys. The way you fought and played and battled a good football team, stood in there toe-to-toe with them. I know you're crushed. In speaking to them, I know we're all crushed that it didn't work out, but awfully proud of what they represented. We didn't make enough plays to win the game, and there's 20 of them you can circle. I mean, you can think of them off the top of your head, but I was and am proud of the way they competed. And
some people will say, because this program has lost in the past in crushing ways before. I mean, crushing losses. Some people say, "Oh, well, that's Memphis football." How much of a mistake is that, given what the effort that the kids had? Would we dismiss that as? Yeah, I don't know. When I got here, there weren't crushing losses. It was getting crushed, right. And so I don't know. Right. I'm not familiar with kind of what you're talking about, and so I don't think our kids are either. And I'm not trying to demean anything that's happened in the past. I'm just saying I'm not sure our kids have that frame of reference. Our kids have the frame of reference of we're building something to go get better and join that group. So.
Any early word
by the end of the game?
No, I don't. We'll see. It's always too easy to. I mean, not too easy. Too early to say all that stuff.
How could that regard? Can you talk about the play you got out of Macari?
I thought, we had several guys go down or get nicked up in the game, and I thought, it's one of the things I talked to the kids about. I thought the guys that were behind stepped up and played really well. Macari's certainly one of them. Was awfully proud of the way, in several spots when guys went down, other guys came in and performed up to par.
Would you like to get Marquise the ball a little more? I know he had 6 carries. Is that just probably kind of getting into the flow of things?
Well, I mean, would you like to get Marquise the ball more? Yes. But, how and in what direction and, all those kinds of things are, kind of up for debate. So, I mean, yeah, we want our guys to touch the ball, sure. But I like when Brandon has the ball too. So.
When he went out on that return, was that a concussion symptom?
I don't know, guys. I have no idea. I really don't. I'm not playing coy either. I mean, obviously he took a good shot, and we'll find out. I'll get a injury report tomorrow morning on those guys.
You talk about always getting ready to play the next play. After that sequence of events, and suddenly now you're trailing, and you've got to come down and score the touchdown. Were you pleased the way the guys responded?
Absolutely, absolutely. To have those things happen and then respond and move the ball like that and give yourself a chance. Says a lot about their character and says a lot about how much this means to them.
This is now 3 straight games that you guys have basically shut down 3 high-powered offenses. What can you say about the defense?
Well, they've played pretty well. I think our kids are understanding the scheme and flying to the football and winning some one-on-one battles. And obviously, we played against a pretty explosive offense tonight. You can tell whenever you're slightly off, a half a step off, it glares at you quickly when you play a team like that. And I thought our kids and coaching staff did a really good job defensively of keeping them in check.
People put a big emphasis on the line of scrimmage battle. Can you talk about what your defense was able to do? Because Bortles was bothered all game long.
Yeah, really did a good job. Brought some pressure, and we're able to get some pressure in some one-on-one matchups to at least make him move off his spot a little bit. Even if you weren't getting a sack, at least make him get out of the pocket or kind of change it. Cut the field in half. When you move across the field, it reduces the area with which you can actually throw the ball to. So that was big for us, and I thought our guys did a pretty good job. Well, they play a heavy shade, on the center. So, and we continue to move those guys around. I mean, those inside guys, we just kind of interchange a little bit. So Antonio can play some center or shoots or, Standard or Simmons or, we just kind of move them around.
Anything else for Coach?
Paxton, what was going through your head on that final drive?
I thought we were moving the ball. I mean, I don't even know if we had a second down that whole drive. And our receivers were catching the ball and they were making moves, and I thought we were going to go down and score. But we came up short, and there's nothing you can do about that. But I for sure thought we were going to go down there and score. We all knew we were going to go down and score, but we just came up short.
What was the mood in the locker room?
I mean, we just lost a real close game, so not everyone's going to be excited, It's hard to lose a game like this, but all we got to do is move past it, and we got Houston next week, so we need to go focus on that game now.
Both teams made mistakes. Both teams left some points out there. But in the end, you feel that you guys did enough offensively, defensively from what you saw that you probably should have won this football game?
I don't know. I mean, me personally, when I make a mistake, it's rough, and then you always think about after the game's over. If I wouldn't have done that, maybe it would have turned out differently, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Are you thinking about any of those mistakes during the game after the
No, you really can't. I mean, after you do something, you mess up, you gotta shake it off and you gotta move on, or else it'll be in your head all game, and you won't be able to move on and make better plays.
Would you rather throw that pass versus Hayes to try to throw it in?
I mean, I thought it was a good play call, so I figured we were going to get it. I mean, I told him to throw another trick play, but I mean, he called it a trick play anyway. So.
What was your overall thought on how the offense played today?
We played good, I thought. You know, our O-line definitely stepped up to all the blitzes that they showed us, and we blocked well, and our receivers worked well out in space when I got them the ball. And I mean, we ran good routes, and they had a chance to be open. There was just sometimes I maybe missed a pass, and we ran the ball well. So.
Can you feel this team getting better? Does it feel like in there that you got out on the field?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was going early. You guys kind of went into a lull offensively. Do you know exactly what it was? Just bad rhythm?
I don't know. I mean, making mistakes, I guess I'd say. We had a couple penalties that hurt us, so that hurts anybody's drive.
Coach, the lights kind of went on last year, this game. What did you learn about this team tonight?
I mean, they're a good, solid team. They're fast, and they attack the ball really well, and this was a good team to face for me to help me learn about different schemes that defenses play. This is probably one of the most diverse defenses we probably played so far, so it just helps me grow.
What did you learn about this team?
What was that?
What did you learn about your team going through this, coming back, being right there?
I mean, we know we can win now. We just got to go out there and do it and not hurt ourselves, really.
You know, when that they take the touchdown, they fumble the ball, take it back for a touchdown. What's going through your mind when you're about to step on the field out there?
You just got to stay focused on what you need to do, really. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff through the game that happened, but you just got to go out there and do what you got to do.